Jungkook, I want to come back. Please, please don't ignore me like this. I know I have hurt you, but believe me, I love you so much. I still love you like before. He realized that when I got married, he was sitting in front of her holding no expressions. He was already fed up with her lies and now doesn't care much. She shook her head. No, I wanted to come back. Trust me. I was so hurt when I got to know about your marriage. I know you didn't want it, but don't worry, now I'm back. We'll live happily. You can give her divorce. He scoffed and looked at her in disbelief. Do you still expect me to trust you after all that? She left confused with his behavior. Jungkook, who do you think you are? First you left me without a reason. I didn't know where you were all this time and with whom you were living. You literally treated me like a piece of... She shook her head. And now you're telling me to divorce that woman who now has become my wife? Even if I don't have those feelings for her, I would never hurt her. I'm not going to break her heart for a woman like you. Now get lost and don't come back again. I don't want you in my life at any cost. He left from there while she tried to stop him but failed. She stomped her foot angrily. What do you think of yourself, huh? I will make you mine at any cost. Just wait and watch. Jungkook came back home in a bad mood. He did waited for Yuna to come back to him. He hoped each and every day for her to come back to him before the marriage happened so that he won't break your heart and not ruin your life, but things didn't end well. He had to marry you, but now he would not break your heart at any cost. He has started to feel a connection towards you which may not be that strong, but he decided to cherish what he got rather than repeating the same thing happened with him. He knows how much it hurts. Jungkook, you called him when you saw that he came back early, but he just ignored you and went upstairs in his room. Sometimes you really get upset by his sudden change in behavior. One day he makes you feel like there is a hope in this relationship, but the next day everything seems to be a dream that ended. You were already getting late for work, so you walked away from there, leaving a text message to him that you won't be home tonight because you have an emergency case in the hospital. You pressed the bell indicating that the other patient could come. After a few seconds, the door opened, but your attention was fully grabbed by the form that you were filling. The woman came inside and sat on the chair. Okay, so what's your... You paused when your eyes fell on her. A fear, or you could say an unknown feeling, developed inside you when you saw her. You recognized her because you have seen her picture in Jungkook's room only one time. After that, it disappeared. She raised her brow. Hello, doctor. It was enough to bring you out of your thoughts. Hello. She flashed a satisfactory smile. I waited for so long to get an appointment, but finally I got to meet you. And as expected, it's wonderful. Thanks. What's your concern? You were avoiding to look at her and she seems to enjoy that. Actually, I'm missing out my periods from 10 days. She noticed how your hand stopped on the notepad. Her lips again curled up in a smirk because her plan seems to work. By any chance, do you have PCOS or PCOD? You said, shrugging off all those negative thoughts that started to come in your mind. No, this is the first time it happened. You looked at her. Did you do a pregnancy test? Only you could feel the racing heartbeat. Don't know why you were relating everything with Jungkook. Maybe because you have seen them together. Not like that, but in a cafe. And from that day, you noticed a change in his behavior. She looked at you with a grin. No, because I'm scared. I'm not even married yet, and you should do a test. You said, interrupting her in the middle and writing her some prescriptions. Well, it's very nice to meet you. I never knew you were such a famous doctor here, but maybe your personal life is not successful. Like your professional. Marrying someone else's love always brings heartbreaks. You looked at her. You shouldn't be concerned about others' personal life. It's my life and I know how to handle it. She chuckled mockingly and got up. Well, true, but how long? I mean, after a certain period, you'll fed up with this loveless relationship. Jungkook will come back to me, and I'm so upset to see him like that. He wants to come back to me, but stuck with you. You looked at her. Even after what you did, are you confident about it? You could see his confidence fading away, but she was adamant to separate both of you. Yes, because I'm his first love and it's not that easy to move on. Give it a thought and thank you. I'll leave now. She left from there. Today you came back home extremely late and Jungkook was worried because you never usually do that until it's an emergency at the hospital. Then also you leave a text message to him, but today you did nothing. Your eyes fell on him. He was sitting on the couch, probably waiting for you. Yuna's words really consumed you, and without thinking practical, you were thinking the way she filled your mind. Jungkook got up when he saw you coming. Was there a lot of work today? His voice was concerning, soft and calm that always make you crazy for him. You slowly nodded, basically lied because you just didn't want to come back home. Did you have dinner? I'm not feeling like eating. I've made some fried rice. Eat a bit before going to bed. He said, walking towards the kitchen while you wiped the tears that left from your eyes as soon as he left. Are you not eating? You came back from your thoughts and looked at him. Is everything alright? You slowly gave a nod. After the marriage, you found out that Jungkook was forced in this marriage. He already had a girlfriend, but she left him. But you thought it's normal and now he must have moved on. But it seems to be your biggest ignorance. You blamed yourself for being the third wheel. You slowly lifted up your eyes and looked at him who was eating his food. You never get to know about his POV, but maybe Yuna was right. It's not that easy to move on from the first love, and maybe he is silent because now he is married to you and doesn't want to break your heart. What happened to you, Ian? Why are you behaving so different lately? You slowly turned back and saw him standing near the door. He walked near you while his gaze fixed on you. If something happened to you or bothering you, then you can tell me. It's more than 6 months since we are living together. I don't want to turn out to be the bad person for not taking care of you or your feelings. At least you can tell me as a friend. Friend? A sad smile appeared on your face. Jungkook didn't able to understand because he just wanted to make this relationship work and if it started with friendship then it would be comfortable, but for you this meaning has changed now. Yes, it really doesn't look good to live like strangers under the same rooftop. Let's not continue it. You wanted to cry but didn't. You just passed him a weak smile and nodded. You were going inside the hospital when you saw Yuna standing at the entry gate. You really don't want to see her. From the time you met her, things are getting messed up in your mind. You ignored her and was about to enter inside, but she stopped you. Why? She came near you. Why are you here and what do you want from me? You already know what I want, but I guess you are being selfish and hurting me and Jungkook. Selfish? And I don't think I did anything to hurt anyone. You think I would let the guy I married to a woman who appeared out of nowhere and claiming him hers when I never heard him talking about you? So you think I'm making this up? He still loves me and so do I. Fine, he will never accept you and that's the truth. We still love each other, so please have some humanity. Don't separate us. You yourself separated from him. You left him and now that you want him back, you are trying to make me feel down, huh? She has tears in her eyes that made you a little soft. Because you don't know anything about us, and if you think he don't love me or that I'm lying, then I'll call him to the Pearl Cafe tonight. If he doesn't love me, then he would never come, but if he does, then please give me my Jungkook back. Just think about it. Without listening to her completely, you left from there. It was too much for you and you can't bear the pain anymore. Are you okay, Ryan? You flinched slightly when you heard your name. He was looking at you concerned. Nothing. When did you come? I was noticing you from the morning. You look a little upset. No, there's nothing like that. I'm okay. He nodded and sat on the chair. I got free a little early, so I thought to meet you. We work in the same hospital but still don't get time to see each other. That's because your job is the toughest, Mr. Surgeon. He chuckled. How's your married life? Is everything going fine? He forced a weak smile and nodded. Jungkook. She ran to him and stopped him by grabbing his arm. You can't just leave like this. You have to answer me. Jungkook looked at her angrily. He never thought he would start hating the girl this much with whom once he was in love. I don't want to give you any answer. Then why did you come here? Until when you will fool Vian and play with her feelings? Who said I'm playing with her feelings? I just came here to tell you to stop interfering in my life. There's nothing between us now and it would be better for you if you stay away from her too. Don't you even go near her. Jungkook has no idea that you both already met. He was completely unaware what game she's playing and making you feel like he still loves her and not you. And that's happening too. You were watching them from a distance. You didn't want to come but you couldn't resist yourself. Yuna was purposely touching Jungkook even though he was avoiding it every time, but she was trying to make it look like there's something between both of them. You left from there unable to look. Oh really? So now you care about her that much? Then why did you not tell her about your feelings? Do you think she will accept you? Are you confident about it? Mind your own business and leave us alone. Yes, I'll tell her about my feelings because I love her. She's different and someone who knows the meaning of love. Not like you who spend months with your secret boyfriend. Her eyes widened. What happened? Are you shocked? You thought I don't know about it? I already moved on before marrying Vian, and I'm glad I saw your true face before the marriage. That's why I never mentioned you to anyone, especially Vian, after the marriage because I want to leave all toxicity behind. But now I can proudly say that I'm happy with the right person. I'll tell her my feelings. She is the woman I want to spend my life with, and you better stay away from everything. He left from there. Jungkook's eyes frowned when he saw an unfamiliar car parked outside his mansion. He recognized the guy. He's your fellow colleague that he met one time. Mark helped you in getting out of the car as you were completely drunk. Why did you drink so much wine? Leave me here, I'll go inside myself. But I can't, let me help you. You shook your head. I will, thanks for helping me, he said. You sure? He was worried about you. Yes, don't worry about me. Good night. Okay, take care. You nodded and waved at him while he sat inside the car and drove off. Jungkook never thought it would make him so angry and jealous to see you with other guy. He suddenly started to feel afraid. He has grown strong feelings for you and now he can never think of going away from you. Where were you the whole night? You looked up and saw him standing in front of you. He came near you. You were not in your senses because you drank a bit too much. There was pain in your eyes. You fell in love with him so deeply and you are ready to do anything for his happiness, ready to sacrifice anything even if you have to go away from him. Did you drink? You smiled sadly and nodded before coming closer to him. You rested your forehead against his shoulder. Yes, I drink a bit, but that's because I'm not feeling good these days. I'm in so much confusion, and even after knowing the solution, I'm holding everything back. He grabbed your shoulder and made you look at him. What has happened to you? What are you talking about? Jungkook, I'm so sorry. I don't know when I become so selfish that I forget to see your pain, but I won't continue it, I promise. Jungkook was not understanding anything that you were talking about, but he could feel. Who told you that you are selfish? And I'm in no pain. Why are you thinking all this? What is wrong with you these days? Why don't you just share your feelings with me? Your tears started to fall down. Why are you so soft to me? Maybe that's why I become selfish. That's why I want to keep you only to myself when I shouldn't. I love you and I always want to see you happy. I can do anything for that. Jungkook's heart dropped when you confessed your feelings to him. Now he was more confident to tell you that he only wants to start his new life with you, but he decided to not say this now because you might not remember all this by tomorrow and he wants to let you know his feelings when you are in your senses. I'm already happy. Let's go in your room. You need to sleep. You grabbed his shirt, making him look at you.